She wrapped him in strips of cloth and laid him in the manger because there was no room for them at the inn. There was no room for him in the inn!
But that's what the Bible says. Isn't that right, choir? There was no room for them in the inn.
But when people hear that, they think of me. And their thoughts are not kind thoughts, I tell you.
Well, I can certainly understand why, but just who are you, sir?
I am Jacob Bar Yosef, Jacob, son of Joseph to you. I am... I am the proprietor of Bethlehem's Khan, which you refer to as an inn. I am the one who had no room for baby Jesus the night he was born. But now, I am here to tell you what really happened that night. Wait, let me show you what happened that night. Where are my actors?
I'm afraid all we got is what's behind you. That's all we got. Yeah, not much.
Actors, set up. Act 1, scene 1, places, set, move. Tonight, come on. You too, let's go. Well, where should I start? It was so long ago. It was late spring, and Rome had declared another census. According to custom, the head of each household was to return to his hometown to be counted, so he could be taxed. Ordinarily, Bethlehem was a very small village, and the only customers to my khan are travelers, mostly merchants going to Egypt. But with the census, Bethlehem quickly became crowded. All of the guest rooms and the private homes of our citizens were taken, and my khan was filled to capacity. Perhaps I should explain the nature of a Middle Eastern khan. I wouldn't want you to picture one of the hotels along your beach here. So our khans are not nearly so elaborate. My khan was on the outskirts of Bethlehem. Like other khans, it was enclosed by 4 walls. Along these walls were stalls or compartments. These were the rooms where my guests stayed. Each guest was required to supply his own bedding and food. Each of these rooms looked out on an open courtyard. And in the center of that courtyard were feeding troughs or mangers, where the traveler could feed his donkey or camel, possibly a horse or two. For a small fee, I would provide my guests with a room and fodder for their animals. Now, on the night in question, my khan was filled to capacity, though not with merchants. As I said before, the city was bursting at the seams with those returning home to be counted. I was settling down for the night when a traveler began to knock on my gate and call out, "InnKeeper! InnKeeper!" I ignored him as I usually do at that late hour, expecting him to give up and go away. After all, what could I do? My rooms were filled to twice their capacity. But this traveler wouldn't go away. He kept pounding on the gate and calling out, "InnKeeper! InnKeeper!" Finally, I put my cloak on and went out to tell him to leave. When I opened the gate, I saw a young man and his wife. She looked like she was going to give birth at any moment. Why, the poor child couldn't have been more than 15. He was terribly frightened. And the young man, he had a look of desperation in his eyes. I thought, what can I do? I asked him why he couldn't find a room with family or friends. Obviously, he was here for the census. Why else would someone travel with a woman so near her time? But he just shook his head and said his family and friends wouldn't understand. Well, what could I do? What would you have done? It was a warm night, and there were not many animals in the courtyard, as my customers were not merchants and either had no need or no money for a donkey. I offered them a place to stay in my courtyard. It was the best I could do. I did promise them plenty of fresh hay, and I would only charge them 1/2 my usual rate. They were so relieved at my offer, they took it at once. I couldn't help but shed a tear as I watched this young family preparing a place to spend the night in my courtyard. They seemed so young, so innocent. I returned to my bed, where I hoped to finally get some sleep.